American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
As a design-build general contractor, Evans Building Company has completed new construction, building retrofit, and remodeling services for commercial clients across the Wichita metro area for more than 50 years. The Evans team takes pride in delivering attractive, unique buildings for a variety of industries, from manufacturing and industrial to retail or religious organizations. Give us a call or visit our website to learn more about our services and why we are the team to build with.
Our community. It means everything to us. We live here and we play here. We are the Orange Army. Since 1979, our family is your family. We play for you. The history, it runs deep. And our future, it's bright. This season may be a little different than the past. But we're still your Wichita Wings. And you're still the greatest indoor soccer fans in the world.
And welcome to Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas. A new chapter in the 41-year history of the Wichita Wings will be written today as the Wichita Wings 2 make their debut in the MASL 3 Heartland Arena Invitational. My name is Zach Light. Thank you guys for tuning in early on a Saturday morning, almost afternoon, I guess, as we get ready to see the Wichita Wings 2 in their debut match take on the Omaha Kings FC. And a couple of familiar names on that Omaha squad we'll get to here in a second. So to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on, the MASL 3 is launching later this year as a third division of the Arena Soccer Pyramid, headed up by the Major Arena Soccer League. So there's a few different tournaments and things like that going on right now. You may have watched us last night on Facebook pay-per-view, the Wichita Wings playing in the Central Cup against the Dallas Sidekicks. That is a different competition than what you're seeing today, a different roster, different players. So in addition to the Central Cup, which is going on right now, the first two matches of the Heartland Arena Invitational are happening today. And joining me now, my broadcast partner, Blake Shoemaker. Blake, do you want to tell us a little bit more about the Heartland Arena Invitational?
Yeah, sure. It's a M3 event with 4 of the first teams that signed up in the MASL 3 upon its launch a few months ago. So you have the 2 of the teams are moving from the PASL up into the MASL 3, which is what you see today with the Omaha Kings, and also the Springfield Demise. The Springfield Demise, of course, just won the PASL National Championship, and the Omaha Kings, I believe it was a 1-goal game. I watched it on the Omaha stream last year, and it was a fantastic game. They have a great team. So you have those 2 teams, and also a team that's new out of Kansas City that is called Sunflower FC, and Sunflower FC plays in various outdoor leagues. They're starting to start up with, I believe, a UPSL, and they're growing. They're young and they're growing. So it's four teams, including the Wichita Wings development team, which you'll see today, Of course, we just had tryouts last week. There's a lot of young talent. You'll see 16, 17-year-old guys, 18, a few that have aged out of academy age and are now in college. But it's an amateur roster with for the Wichita Wings with the intent of developing future professional indoor soccer players, and it also gives some of our players an opportunity that are in that first team to get extra minutes, which you'll see here today. 2 or 3 of these guys are getting minutes that didn't get in the match as much last night.
Right. One of the notable names starting in goal, I believe, will be Aaron Parrott. Fantastic goalkeeper. Would be a first teamer anywhere that he went. Playing typically behind Stephen Hammerski for the Wings, but he stepped up and played in some important games last year for the Wings.
Aaron was great last year for sure.
In the box.
And he's that guy. The commitment level from Aaron's there. He just happens to be playing behind a guy like Stephen Hammerski. If whether it was a little knock or Stephen just needed a rest, or last year Aaron went and won a couple games, that no doubt that the Wichita Wings and Coach Roger Downing trust Aaron Parrott. But the biggest thing is continuing to get guys minutes, and he may see every bit of the amount of action with what we expect to be an unorganized Wichita Wings team, and just coming off tryouts earlier this week and turning around to play now. Parrott's going to be huge with his leadership coming out of the back and play the first half. You'll see Aaron Parrott in the first half, and then you'll see an actual local academy player, Luke Dixon, who is a senior in high school, but big kid, 6'3", going on 6'4", ambidextrous, very technical with both feet. It's the FC Wichita U20 outdoor goalkeeper, Zach, and then and also with their U18 academy team. So he's technical, but we're trying to teach some of these young guys how to play this indoor game as well, and make sure we keep that lifeline for a long time available for the Wichita Wings.
Luke Dixon getting some minutes with the FC Wichita first team as well this summer in some tournament action.
So you'll see him in the second half. Also there is Jared Brandt, who was a number 3 last year, did really well with the team, great commitment level. Also a very big guy. I think Brandt's 6'6", 6'7", so kind of different for an indoor keeper when you see him standing in there and he covers the whole goal. But back to Aaron Parrott, this is a great opportunity for him to lead a little bit. He's got that personality. He's a great guy, likable guy, and it'll go a long way to have him start this game in the net for the Wichita Wings 2 team today.
So once again, thank you for tuning in to this inaugural match for the Wichita Wings reserve team, the Wichita Wings 2. Of course, we're playing in an empty arena. The staff here at Hartman Arena taking every precaution for the 2 Central Cup games, giving time for the stands to be sanitized and cleaned between matches. That's why we're playing in closed doors today. But we're looking forward to having you guys all back here on Sunday for more Central Cup action.
So to clarify that as well, tomorrow at noon, this Wichita Wings 2 team will again play. They'll play Sunflower, hosting Sunflower before the Kansas City Comets come in the MASL Central Cup at 6:05. So at noon, they'll have a doubleheader and turn around. You play Omaha today, and then tomorrow Sunflower. That's why the stands are closed. We can't get 3 cleanings in between Dallas, Omaha, Sunflower before the Comets come in. So it's very important that that's a process with COVID testing. All of our players came in last night once the first team took the field and came in through the back door and started getting COVID tests. And this is very important to us to have this companies come in and sanitize, make sure that all the testing's up to date, and that process, it just isn't suitable to have fans for 4 matches. But the good news is you'll be able to get out and watch this team play a little bit. There's 3 home games and 3 away games in this Heartland M3 Cup. With the M2 season getting pushed back into summer, this opens up, like you said, a lot of opportunities for cups and tournaments. You have the M2 Invitational in Muskegon that the Muskegon Risers are really heading that up. They're doing great. They'll have teams with big names like Cleveland Crunch has launched again, and they're not officially in the league and so forth and so on, but with a name like that, kind of like the Wings, you start to get questions, and anybody'd love to play a team like that. And so they'll attend that one, and that's I think March and April. I don't have the dates in front of me, but these are fillers. So you got the Central Cup, then the MASL First Division season will start here in January, followed by a tournament that the Wings are getting ready to announce, a little hint there at the end of January, where we think the fans will be open back up, and some some familiar names of some former M1 teams, an M2 team that's a big rival. We'll hint that out of Colorado. And then another team yet to be announced will be in Wichita. And, you know, we do have 4 or 5 locker rooms here, Zach, so it's easy to host all of those teams. We'll put on another cup. And then this tournament is home and home. Wichita will play Omaha, Springfield, and Kansas City, both here, home and away. And then on February 13th and 14th, you'll have the M3 Heartland Invitational Finals, which will be reseeding 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3 on February 13th, and the winner will play on the 14th. And that's going to be right here at Hartman Arena as well. That's one of the benefits as you take that step into M3. These teams are all teams that are trying to either have a development team or prepare themselves for MASL 2 action.
Wings in the all-white kits. Omaha, the all-blacks.
Interesting formation here to start. It looks like Omaha is just getting ready to apply massive amount of pressure and dump this ball forward into the corner and see if they can catch Wichita unprepared. But, you know, the veteran leadership there, Aaron Parrott, sorts that out. You've also got Peter Espinoza, Kevin Crafton, who is a PSL guy with the Wichita selection. Peter Espinoza's with the Wichita Wings first team. He's a third line running guy right now, but he comes in on the penalty kill at times. Tough to get minutes there in the back as a defender with the likes of Daniel Sack and Kevin Tenike and Alex Mosley and Brent Hobson and Kieran Lake, and we can go on from there. So you'll see Nathan Clark, you'll see Peter, who both play in the back for Wichita, as well as Kevin Crafton. And again, we mentioned Aaron Parrott.
Two unique things about today's match. One, the MASL 3 with a running clock in the first through third quarters. So you'll see that clock running, no stoppages, unless a player's injured or something like along those lines.
So there, Wichita, you just saw a little mistake from Hunter Salinas, and some of these guys I happen to know. One of the reasons, not probably my role with the Wings as much as I dual purpose a little bit with FC Wichita, as many people know, and that's something that we've been doing for years now. A lot of these guys here are FC Wichita Academy players. That was Hunter Salinas, who's a 02 Academy player, graduated last year from Eisenhower High School, moved to, I believe, Birmingham, Alabama, college there, and he just came back for the winter. Looks like he's looking to transfer schools, and he became available to the Wichita Wings here just in the last week. On the pitch now on the right side in the midfield, number 77 is Lalo DeRath. Lalo is a senior at Wichita East High School, also on the U20, U18s, and has been called into first-team training with FC Wichita as well. 41 is Eric Mendoza. Eric Mendoza is an 04 FC Wichita Academy player. He's a junior out of Hutchinson High School. Very good, has been called around the club in different areas there. He's very, very lethal, has a man's body already, and an absolute cannon. Give David Lucio a look with the left foot. You're going to love Eric Mendoza. And he's coached, here he is on the run now, coached by FC Wichita legendary coach Gonzalo Carranza. Cade Martin as well. Cade started as a target player. I don't have Cade's number right offhand here. He's not in the match. And just coming back, Andy Nam, 39 here on the left. Andy Nam's from originally from South Korea, met his family online and over the phone years ago. He came in to actually play for FC Wichita as an exchange student. And now lives here, went to Mays High School, and he's been away for about a year, had a bit of a personal issue with had some heart issues, and got them all figured out. And Andy is an unbelievable talent. There's Lalo DeRoth needing to just come with the left foot or try to get over the top of that ball, but a great look from this young Wichita Wings side there to have an opportunity to go up. And as we're announcing players, because we didn't do that yet, number 44, who's now playing that target, is Carlos Fernandez. Carlos also from there. It was an 01, is right now a freshman at Bethel College out of Newton. A great local family. A couple of them FC Wichita guys. Dad's a Newton coach, so he's involved with the Newton Railers and some different coaches there. Has a couple restaurants and a marketing company here in town, and just awesome soccer family. Brandon Savanon here, number 45, getting ready to play the ball off the boards, is a East High product, went to Friends University, still young. And these are guys that are very, very young that we're trying to teach the indoor game to. Again, the LeBaron Hollemans, the Sammy Lanes, Brian Cushing, Larry Enlow, Jamie Harding, all came back in 10, 11, 12, 13. Those are guys that learned from Eric and Kim and Roy. And LeBaron obviously played with them. Sammy was a part of that with those guys on the staff as a player and coach. And, what a mistake there. Can Hunter make him pay? And he does. Keeper comes out and goes out of his box and has to bat the ball down, not handball it, lays it down, and Hunter Salinas with the right-footed volley. And Wichita goes up 1-0. What a surprise.
Hey, Hunter Salinas puts his name in the history books. The first goal in
Absolutely,
Wichita Wings 2
Hunter.
history belongs to him. 10:40 left here in the first quarter. Wichita Wings 2 up 1-0 on the Omaha Kings.
Great finish from Hunter. Already nice to have him back.
Yes, absolutely.
Alabama can wait, right?
Yeah. Couple of names, if you're familiar with the Omaha side of things. Morgan Penn, longtime indoor player out of the Omaha area, playing in the PASL. And Tomas Rossi, former Wichita selection man, went to Newman, I believe, here in Wichita. Now works in Omaha. He's wearing the number 16 shirt, not on the pitch right now. But El Jirafa will look to make an impact in this game as the Kings have a chance here. That ball's just flicked past Parrott. And a quick equalizer for the Kings.
Yeah, great guy, Rossi, and one of the funniest guys to follow on social media.
Absolutely.
If you're looking for somebody. He's a fantastic guy. He pops up here and there on the weirdest feeds of people you didn't even know he knows, and he has this dry humor that's absolutely hilarious.
Ali Sodal with the goal for the Kings, number 7. 9:33 left in this one. It's all tied at 1.
So Wichita looking to spread out Omaha, and Omaha kind of sitting into that mid-block, but now they've played it deep to Cade Martin. Cade was originally, growing up, was a center back, came to FC Wichita, was converted to a defensive mid, and then an outside back at a different level. Played with the first team last year a little bit as an outside back, and just has a physical body, very technical, very smart kid, and again, great soccer family. So he's around the game every day, high IQ. We actually, just before the game, based on personnel, moved him to be a target forward because we just knew that he could take the information. So you see him there trying to hold the ball, and obviously trying to hold it against Omaha's strongest players. There is going to be a task for him today, guys in their mid-20s, late 20s already.
Espinoza plays the ball back to the keeper, Parrott. Parrott's going to bring that ball. Of course, goalkeepers can't play past midfield until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so in the MASL 3, a little bit different in this tournament. A lot of early on with guys just getting back into action, not having as long of a training camp as the MASL or even the Wichita Wings have with the Central Cup. There's going to be a running clock for this first, second, and third quarter. The clock will stop on everything in the fourth quarter, but for now it's just a running clock. We're going to keep this game moving and try to get these guys out of here on back-to-back days. They'll play plenty of soccer already. We don't need to get overuse injuries at this point.
And the running clock is a typical PASL rule. So.
Correct. And so we altered the rules for this MASL 3 Heartland Invitational. The 4 teams talked about it and said, hey, it's important that we do stop it in crucial moments, that the game would technically be delayed. But look, the ball's in play most of the time, and it's fluid anyway. So you're not missing much. You're missing a couple minutes, if that. Right now, maybe 30 seconds would have went by.
Ball played back to Parrott.
Good ball, deep from Parrott. Just hits the boards a little bit funny. Hits the red line right above the red plastic piece, right above the top of the white part of the board.
Some good
There's
physical play in the far
Mendoza,
corner.
lays it back to Brandon, lays off again to Hunter, and not a bad idea from the guys. Good, and there's some leadership from Crafton, and that's what you expect right now. Kevin's just showed up a week ago. He's a guy that the Wings have actually spoke to a few times and was just trying to make his schedule available, understands the indoor game and can play it, and is close with a lot of the guys on the team. So trying to get him in, get him some reps here where we know he can fit in with the group, and then just keep bringing him out. Another one of those, Victor Olarenfimi, is on this team. He's not here today, but Victor Olarenfimi, also long time with FC Wichita, played for UMKC, played against Wichita last year with the Comets second group when they came in to play the Wings, I believe last February.
It was, yes.
And so Victor is just a matter of time with this guy. Can we get him the reps, get him in the game, let him learn the indoor game? And there's no doubt about it that, a game like last night against the Sidekicks, that's a game you want a Victor Olarenfimi dressing in at some point.
Fantastic effort there from number 45, Brandon Savignon, for the Wings to win that ball back. Now Peter Espinoza, my former broadcast partner, Plays the ball back to Aaron Parrott.
They play into Carlos Fernandez's feet. Can he hold it? He's done well with it. Yeah, he did well not to just hold it long enough to let the runner come around, and just a little bit of bad timing. That just comes down to chemistry and time together.
Yeah, Steigerwald not able to fire a shot off there. Some good defending from the Kings as we're just under 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Ball played off the wall. Kings get to it first.
And that's going to bounce out. Officials timeout here. So there's a running clock with the exception of the officials' timeout. It's important to not take that piece out of the quarters. The officials need to be able to have the stoppage and recover as well. They're up and down this entire game, and this is a very fast indoor game. Players may stay on for 30, 45 seconds, and the officials stay on the whole match. It's crucial. Also gives the coaches an opportunity to talk for a second, but the referees need to come over and get a drink and take a quick break.
So far for a team that has really only been training together for a week, some great effort. You know, a lot of these players have played together for a long time, but some great effort so far from this Wings 2 squad, coached by Kyle Eno. And Blake, you'll know a little bit more than I do about Kyle, a goalkeeper coach in the FC Wichita system. But a fantastic choice to lead this squad.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So a unique story on Kyle, and those that know him know this, but Kyle grew up a Wings fan, was a soccer fan. His family were big Wings fans, and in 2001 there was a player by the name of Vlatko. You may recognize him as a U.S. women's national team coach now, but Vlatko came in through Yugoslavia, I believe, and came into Wichita. And at that time, the Wings didn't have a big budget for housing, so they housed with families, and Vlatko ended up housing with the Enos. Greg Eno, Kyle Eno, both coaches. Kyle, national C license, just applied for his B, has coached some college, he's a director of coaching with FC Wichita, by the way, for the boys side. And great coach, great guy, wants to be a career coach, and so he has that experience. He was also a goalkeeper and does goalkeeper training, but and is involved in the club in that as well. But from Kyle's perspective, he does understand the terminology. He did grow up around it. He had a professional of the highest indoor standards in his home, and so he always followed the game after that. So for the last 20 years, a year doesn't go by where Kyle's not following the MASL, and
right.
So he's ready. He's now the understudy to Roger Downing. Roger, who showed up right before the game and is down there passing along information. This is a project not just for the development team for the players, but we're also looking to bring along young coaches as well.
Absolutely. It's all about elevating the game and the players and coaches here in Wichita. As we see the Kings on the attack, but a fantastic effort there to win the ball back. That's number 49 for the Wings, too.
Well done from 39.
Steigerwald.
Andy Naum to just hold on. Let's get our lines of substitutes. Can we see a little bit of possession here? Wichita hasn't been bad at that, but making sure we get our changes in when we have the ball. Omaha quickly dropping off into a mid-block that as the Wings approach it turns into a low block. So they're very, very defensive. And I can honestly say, Zach, this is the first time in all my years of Hartman Arena indoor soccer going back to 2010 that I saw somebody clear a ball that hit the rafters.
Yeah. I can't say that I've ever seen it.
Yeah, that was without a doubt the first time. So Wichita's going to get a free kick. It should be at the top of the circle right now. The referee does not understand the rules. He's not getting help right now from Troy Manzi or Brian Otten. Brian should be telling him to take it to the spot.
Hey, it's at the spot. Come on, Brian.
Aaron Parrott now with the ball at his feet. Nothing coming from the free kick. We hit the 3-minute mark left in the first quarter. Things still tied at 1. Nathan Clark, another first-teamer for the Wings. Didn't get a lot of playing time last night. Going to get some minutes in this one for sure. Nathan comes to us via the Fallstown Flyers and MASL2 side. Clark winning the ball in the box.
Yeah, Clark fighting for minutes as a defender against all those guys we mentioned earlier that are just veterans that could play for any MASL team in the country. So Clark, he was great. 2019, he was the USA PL, the Texas League Defender of the Year. But, you know, it was new to a lot of those teams in communities like Amarillo, Abilene, Fallstown, right, Wichita Falls. So they really didn't have the coaching staff and the tutelage to be able to offer the nuances of the indoor game. So Nathan has the touch, the technique, the physicality, the ambition, the personality, everything it takes to play this game. We love him. But he's also learning the terminologies and the technical movement and the tactics right now, and he's learning it behind guys that have been doing it for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So this is a great opportunity for him to come out and get the minutes in and try to transition what he's taking from those training sessions and those games in to a first-line player here.
There's no better defense to learn from than Mosley, Tenike, and Hobson back there for the Wings first team. So great guys to learn from, but yeah, again, hard guys to get minutes when they're playing well.
Yeah, Omaha thought they were going to get a guaranteed substitution. Lays the ball down, acts like they're going to play quick, shot fake. The whole time the clock should be running. Troy Manzi, he turns to sub the guy on the ball, and Troy thinks, even almost confuses the referee. Troy goes, oh, well, and then he stops and goes, no, and he counts it out again. And look, you got 5 seconds to take that restart. There's no guaranteed subs. Well done from Hunter to keep his arm in. The ball did play the arm. Yeah. He comes up and gets it high off the arm, but his arm was into his body, so well done. Wichita gets some lines on, a line change. Brandon Savanon and Eric Mendoza. There's Eric looking to check off and come back into feet. Once you pull that player forward as a target player, we talked to Eric about it a little bit before the game. When they start coming high, we need you to find those deep places, deep back by the post, back by the corner kick, and just find that gap. Another good look from Hunter Salinas.
Absolutely, but the ball does sail out and go out of play. Just under 20 seconds left in the first.
And as the clock counts down here.
That's probably going to do it. 5 seconds left. Keeper has the ball in his hands. And that'll do it for the first quarter. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with you with the second quarter here in 90 seconds.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter, like figuring out which remote turns the TV on. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
As a design-build general contractor, Evans Building Company has completed new construction, building retrofit, and remodeling services for commercial clients across the Wichita metro area for more than 50 years. The Evans team takes pride in delivering attractive, unique buildings for a variety of industries, from manufacturing and industrial to retail or religious organizations. Give us a call or visit our website to learn more about our services and why we are the team to build with.
And welcome back to Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas. Second quarter just about ready to get underway. as we have a tight game so far between the Wichita Wings 2 and the Omaha Kings FC. Blake, your thoughts so far on the Wings' performance?
Yeah, you know, it's been 1 week. Tactically, we're not quite there. You do see us trying to play how we're explaining it to them now as a Brazilian futsal box with the target player, trying to get the target to check at certain times, when to play in behind off the boards, when to look for the ball down the line, when to be a target. And that movement out of the back as you play a square ball side to side across in front of the goalkeeper from defender to defender, can we release after that in order to allow the goalkeeper to come up and touch the ball, or can somebody cycle in and pick up the ball in that space? And those are things tactically that it's just going to take time with. Other than that, I just learned something from, it looks like, Adam here on our feed. Thanks, Adam, for giving us the information. Never seen a ball hit the rafters in the MASL or MISL in Wichita, but it did. It looks like if it doesn't actually leave the boards, Adam believes that that the call was correct. So, look, you learn something every day. Appreciate the insight in MASL Rules 101.
Nathan Clark on the near side for the Wings. Plays the ball back to his goalkeeper, Aaron Parrott. Ball played into the near corner.
That's going to be a foul there, yeah.
So a restart here, a free kick here for the Kings. 14-11 left in this one. In the first half, I should say.
Eric Mendoza, Lalo Durath, Kevin Kraft, and Andy Nam, and Peter Espinoza still with Aaron Parrott in goal. With Aaron Parrott there, you know, you're going to keep the score line low, at least in the first half. So, you know, can the Wings execute in this half and finish a couple chances, create a few more chances, and try to come out of this with the goal or so lead? You have to expect the kid when he comes in and goal, Luke, in the second half, there's probably going to be a mistake or two. Goalkeeper has ran and handballed, so he's came outside of the box. He didn't realize that it's a box, not an arch, and now there will be a free kick. They're awarding it at the top of the arch. Well, might have to refer to Adam on that one to see if that's the correct call or if it's a handball right outside the box. But I believe if it was me, I'm calling a spot right outside the box handball. It has to be right next to the line, not somewhere in between. It looks like they've spotted him a yard. It's either top of the arch here or right outside the box. And if it's a handball, isn't it a handball not where he ended up, but the second that it was a handball? So it's an inch over the line maybe. I don't think it makes that big a difference, but
Espinoza standing over this one, lays it off.
Eric Mendoza, yeah. You know, and this is another thing, Zach, that these young guys just don't know yet, but Eric needs to be back about another yard both directions, a little more towards the yellow line back and also wider to give him an opportunity that in the event that block, they're in a position for a block, they're taking a dive for a block, he can use, like futsal, the sole of his foot to take a touch forward, prep, finish if he can't get the first time. So that's just a repetition thing.
Goalkeeper for Omaha is Kyle Thompson. He's got the ball at his feet on the near side. Looking for an option. Tries to play it in the near corner, but ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Kyle is going to want to have another go at that one, and when he watches this video back, he's probably going to remember this moment. But look, at plenty of time on that miscue from Kyle. They had their whole team forward, and he hits it straight out of bounds. But those are, you beat yourself up about those for sure.
Right. But no goal conceded from it. Your defense bailed you out of the situation. You got to have a short memory, like a goldfish in this game. As Clark goes down, but the Wings continue with the attack. Goalkeeper comes out, plays the ball out. This will be a top of the arc restart for the Wings. So another set piece opportunity.
Now, can Eric Mendoza find a little wider position? You do want his left foot here. I would even, Nathan's on this ball, but I would even put Nathan there on the left foot. Eric needs a wider position, so does Mahdi. They're not familiar. He plays his wrong foot. They're just not organized there. That's Mahdi Alamoud with his first minutes of the game, number 36. They're both standing inside. They're taking away their angle to shoot, and you just have to give yourself a little bit better angle so that they can roll that ball out there and actually shift the defender and give you an opportunity to shape a ball back across goal. So that's one thing I can tell you. It's clear that Wichita hasn't worked on that this week. They've trained every day, but look, there's so many nuances to indoor. Set pieces and sixth attackers have not been practiced yet.
10:35 left in the half. Ball played forward, finds the feet of number 44, Carlos Fernandez. Foul given there. And Kevin Crafton will stand over this one for the Wings. Three-man wall. Played out to Espinoza. Espinoza has a shot. It's off the top part of the boards. Falls to the Wings. Crafton now with the ball at his feet, near corner. Good challenge from Omaha here. Played off the wall, and Omaha looking to go quick here. Flicks the ball forward. Parrott, who's good and confident with his feet, has no problem collecting that one. The Wings will reset here.
So you see here, this is where you want Carlos Fernandez getting in behind instead of staying level. They're coming up, they're marking him around the yellow line. Can he come back to the top of the box and see if they're going to come defend him? If not, you slide into those gaps behind. If so, then you can check off again and come back into that space. But those are things that I'm sure Roger Downing and Kyleino will talk to them about at halftime.
Omaha on the attack now. Ball played back to number 4, Herrera.
Yep, now they're out and running. Oh, and Brandon Savanaugh, twice he just tried to force the ball. Brandon forced the ball forward a little bit. Once down here where Eric Mendoza on a breakaway, Brandon did well to create a 2v1. He needed to hold it and play the feet of Eric, not out in front of him. And here he sees Hunter running. Again, hold the ball for a second, let it develop. And the indoor game, you just have to sometimes speed it up and relax at the same time, if that makes sense. So you hold the ball, let the run develop while you're driving at somebody or while you're driving into space. And that's that it happens quick, but you have to continue to transition even while you're waiting for support.
Just under 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Still all tied up at 1. Ball at the feet of the goalkeeper, Kyle Thompson. Plays it to the captain, number 11, Eduardo Suarez. Suarez in the near corner. That ball's going to go out of bounds. Espinoza trying to track it down, but to no avail. And now they're calling a top-of-the-arc restart. However, officials timeout.
I believe this is an Omaha timeout.
Omaha timeout. They're going to get their set piece sorted out with 8 minutes and 9 seconds. Some good defending so far. You know, there's been some veterans in defense with Espinoza back there and Clark, you know, first team guys, and Parrott in goal. So, you know, we saw something a little sneaky going on with that Omaha team at the beginning, a bit of a weird formation on the opening kickoff. So let's see what else they've got up their sleeve to try to take the lead here off of this top-of-the-arc restart.
They're drawing up a set piece now that, you know, this is maybe what Wichita should have done, and Roger and Kyle in hindsight over there should have took a timeout once they realized that on the first one or two of those they weren't organized at all and said, hey, the simple things at least. Can we get a left footer on the right side, a right footer on the left side so you can hit it first time with the inside foot? And can we give ourselves a little bit more width here in order to play that pass? And I think that's what we're going to see here from Omaha. And as I say that, I don't know what they're drawn up, but number 10 is approaching. It looks like, yep, and now that's the one they were looking for. That's what all Wichita needed to do as well. We just haven't given ourselves the proper spacing. And not to knock the players on that. It's coaching. There was 3 opportunities, and we still haven't corrected it. So be nice to see the coaches give them that information here pretty soon.
So another goal for the Kings makes it 2-1. under 8 minutes left in the half. Cade Martin will play that ball back to Nathan Clark for the Wings. Clark into the far corner, collected by the goalkeeper. And the Kings will reset.
Yep, 4-second violation. It took him 5. He's holding the ball for way too long, and honestly, he was playing with fire earlier as well.
Ball being placed at the top of the arch.
So Lalo Durath is on the wrong side. Nathan Clark is on the wrong side. Nathan should be on the left. Lalo, now they're figuring it out. This is we've got to figure this out quicker. Play Nathan, hit the ball first time, and that's it, right? So unlucky that Wichita didn't score, but look,
Yeah.
It was a lot better opportunity. I'm up here flailing my arms, Zach, like, open the game. I just want to yell and coach so bad, but, I can't. This is why I'm here and not down there.
Yeah, but would like to see, a timeout there, for the set piece and handball. No, the foul's going to be given on the far side there prior to the handball.
No, it wasn't a handball. It was an elbow to the face.
Right.
Referee saying it was incidental, but because it was contact up around the head, it wasn't actually a foul against Lalo Durath. It was a safety stoppage because he was making sure there wasn't a head injury. Referees are communicating. They did call it a foul. It was an elbow to the face, and they called it a foul.
Okay, so this will be a free kick for the Wings.
So they did call it not incidental but intentional contact. And Wichita's just hiding from Cade Martin there in the box. Brandon, Kevin, and Madi standing in the box as if we're crossing it from a corner kick, and this is the lack of understanding of the indoor game. There's a foul against 14 here. Fouls Cade Martin from behind. Another free kick. Can Wichita organize right here and get the proper player on each post down low, working between the corner kick spot and the post sack, and then players wide? This is the first time we've had decent shape on this. Now you look at Kevin Crafton or Brandon both. I'm playing Kevin here or looking to duck down low.
It falls to Crafton, deflected from number 10, VL.
And I think that we basically, Madi with a great strike, and that's out of bounds. So, yeah, so they're starting to figure it out. You can tell Roger and Kyle are giving them that, and they're starting to understand it piece by piece. So halftime should be plenty of time to just have that last little bit of discussion. Won't be any time to train it, but enough to organize some of those need areas.
Ball played into the near corner. Cade Martin trying to track it down. The goalkeeper, Thompson, will win it for the Kings.
Wichita wants to press here. Amadi's kind of caught in between. Looks like he's going to come press the ball now, and they've given it up. Can Cade win it? Nearly does, and the goalkeeper comes out, and great tackle from Cade.
Some great pressure from Cade Martin there. Exactly what you want to see. Force mistakes in this situation. Now a chance here for the Kings. Espinoza tries to clear it off the wall. They're still alive. Shot comes in. It's deflected. Rossi now trying to track that ball down in the corner. Double teamed. He plays it off the wall. Cade Martin trying to win the ball. Kings stay on the attack, and a great effort there from Peter Espinoza.
Yeah, Cade needs to press this ball. He's had problems with it here all day. Press this and see if we can rip it and start a 2v1. Oh, and Cade just a little unlucky. Yeah, maybe let Pete do a little bit of work there. It looked like Peter Espinoza was getting the job done. And can you cheat a little bit and get up the field and see if we can get the 2v1?
Backheel plays the ball back in for the Kings.
And now a counterattack out in front to Eric Mendoza. He's going to get it on his right foot. It would have been nice to see him take a touch. He definitely wants that ball on his left foot. I've seen him hit some amazing first-time volleys on his left foot, but he would have done well to just try to bring that ball down. What a throw from Aaron Parrott.
Yeah, fantastic. That's the kind of play that you would expect from Aaron Parrott. I have a little bit of discrepancy between our clock and the game clock. I believe the game clock in the arena stopped when it shouldn't have.
Did it stop on the timeout, or did
no,
we
it
stop
wasn't
on the timeout as well?
It wasn't the timeout. It was the foul that was being sorted out by the officials. So 3:22 left in this one, according to the arena clock. Our clock restarted at the right times. And So maybe just a few extra seconds in this one based on what our clock
If
has.
you had anything to do with this clock, it was definitely better than the arena clock. I know that. It's punctual. This is an awful touch from Omaha. Can Wichita press a little bit and see if they can rip this ball off of them?
Omaha on the far side, back heel played.
Wichita gets a little bit of a chance. You take that chance in indoor. If you cheat, even if the other team had made a mistake, they might punish you on the other end in transition. So fortunate for Wichita to get out of that. And a little skill from Aaron Parrott.
He's great on the feet,
What a
man.
touch from Nathan. Can they keep the ball moving? Now break the line. And they have another touch. Now they're in 2v1.
Here's a chance.
And
Plays it off. Shot.
Oh, unlucky. Great build-up from Wichita. Brilliant from everyone for that matter. Nathan Clark, Brandon, Eric, and Hunter, and Brandon just gets his shot blocked there.
VL with the great block there. The Wings stop the counterattack from the Kings.
Well done from Nathan. Good veteran leadership there to hold the ball up a little bit and let the line change come on. Andy Nam jumps on Peter Espinoza on the right. Pete's going to get the ball down the right flank here. Hunter Salinas doing really well to find those gaps right now and lay it off. Oh, Eric
man.
Canyu, another fortunate moment
But
for
it falls
Omaha.
falls to Crafton. Now back to Espinoza, who will play it to Parrott. Under 2 minutes left in the half. Nam.
You kind of see right now Hunter Salinas' confidence. He's got the goal for Wichita, but has been pretty instrumental in some other moments. His confidence of this indoor game starting to grow for him just a little bit, and he's looking to get on the ball more and more.
Now a chance here for the Kings. Parrott's going to come out, collect the ball, play it off the wall to himself.
Whew. Yeah, that's something you're always looking to see.
He good, guys.
Could have played the ball. he good. Could have played the ball to Hunter in a 2v1 and broke the pressure. But no, 2 Maradonas, a double scissor, and then off the boards from Aaron Parrott. Either way, he's back on the ball. But with sign of the cross up here in the press box, I'm sure in the coach's box as well.
Now a chance. It's number 14, Mieja. That ball is out. As we're in the final seconds, Kings with a 2-1 lead, and it looks like it's going to stay that way going into halftime.
Yeah, so can Parrott, yeah, you're right, we're 16 seconds behind here. So if Parrott's got 25 seconds from the time that the referee hopefully hands him this ball, and he's going to lump it forward here and see if, maybe there can be a miscue from the back line of Omaha. And
Clark trying to track this one down. Nam. It falls to the Wings. 6 seconds left. Shot comes in. It's dealt with and saved by the keeper. And that'll do it for the first half of action here. The MASL 3 Heartland Arena Invitational. We'll be back with second half action here in about 15 minutes.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
As a design-build general contractor, Evans Building Company has completed new construction, building retrofit, and remodeling services for commercial clients across the Wichita metro area for more than 50 years. The Evans team takes pride in delivering attractive, unique buildings for a variety of industries, from manufacturing and industrial to retail or religious organizations. Give us a call or visit our website to learn more about our services and why we are the team to build with.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter, like figuring out which remote turns the TV on. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
Our community, it means everything to us. We live here, and we play here. We are the Orange Army. Since 1979, our family is your family. We play for you. The history, it runs deep. And our future, it's bright. This season may be a little different than the past. But we're still your Wichita Wings. And you're still the greatest indoor soccer fans in the world.
We'll be back with second half action from Hartman Arena here in about 5 minutes as the Omaha Kings lead the Wichita Wings 2-1. And welcome back to Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas, where the Omaha Kings lead the Wichita Wings 2-1 here in the inaugural MASL 3 Heartland Arena Invitational. My name is Zach Light. I'm joined by Blake Shoemaker. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this lovely Saturday afternoon. Don't forget, we will be back with you again tomorrow at noon. It's a doubleheader here from Hartman Arena. This Wichita Wings 2 squad will be taking on Sunflower FC from Kansas City. And then at 6:05, you can join us on Facebook pay-per-view for the Wichita Wings finale in the 2020 MASL Central Cup against longtime I-35 rivals, the Kansas City Comets. A game that is always hotly contested. So it'll be interesting to see what changes both teams made at halftime. Here the Kings had a great way to end your first half, getting the go-ahead goal.
Yeah, they took a timeout there at the appropriate time, got organized, took as much as they could out of that set piece, and scored the go-ahead goal. You know, Wichita wanted to get out of that first half with the lead, or at least even with Aaron Parrott now going to the bench. Now, keep in mind, Aaron Parrott is the backup as well to Steven Hammerski. We talked about that earlier. He needs to be available and healthy tomorrow against the Kansas City Comets should he be called into action. So at 6:05 tomorrow. So Parrott will shut it down for the day. He got his reps, did well. It was a great shift from him. Now you see here Luke Dixon is coming in. He's the 17-year-old player we said was the FC Wichita U20 goalkeeper already, and is a young player, doesn't quite have the muscle mass yet, but you can see he's a towering presence already at just above 6'3". Technical. I think we're going to like his feet, and let's see what's happening.
Some confusion from the officials here. The Wings started with the ball in the second quarter.
Right.
This should be the Kings, and the officials
and they did get it.
Did not know that.
See what they want to do here again is it appears that they're going to again try to put pressure on a young goalkeeper, Luke Dixon, and inexperienced, recently came together Wings team, and play is take a touch backwards, send three players, put the ball in the corner, and just put the possession down here. I much prefer just keeping the ball, getting our players forward, letting our target get out and getting in position, but this is how they choose to play it, and it was problematic just a little bit early on. Parrott dealt with it differently than maybe Dixon will. Either way, Wichita collects and a loss of possession for Omaha.
Dixon gets his hands on the ball early here, as Espinoza brings the ball up to Cade Martin in the near corner. Now back to Espinoza. Espinoza back to the keeper, Dixon. Ball played out by the Kings, and Wichita still trying to maintain some possession. Espinoza fighting for it against the wall. Tracks that back, plays it back to the keeper, Dixon.
You know, Wichita is a lot younger than Omaha, Zach. I think it would definitely be smart for Wichita to try to press a little bit higher, get out in transition, make these guys stay on the field for as long as they can, even when they have the ball, press them so they can't get their substitutions in, and just try to keep Omaha on the field as long as you can, right? Older players, not all of them are going to be in full match shape. A lot of our guys probably not as well, but they got that youthfulness about them, and I think that's the advantage they have to take. They're certainly not as organized yet as a maybe more experienced player from Omaha would be, but you know, that's an advantage right now. Can we get out and run a little bit in this half?
Ball played out by the Wings. It'll be a restart here for the Kings. Nam trying to win the ball for the Wings.
Good touch from Luke. Yeah, it was a great strike, and Luke Dixon to the right. Looked like he got fingertips on it, so an early save right off the bat on a ball that hit across goal. Hard to tell from our angle here in the press booth if it was on frame or not, but it was certainly fingertips. Great ball in behind from Nathan Clark. There's Carlos Fernandez, turns. Oh, he hits the crossbar right there in the upper corner where crossbar in the post meet. Guys look like they're a little bit more confident now, ready to move the ball, take advantage of what the defense has given us. And they are giving us that space in behind that you saw Nathan think about it right there again on his left foot. Can you find that gap in behind their midfielders?
Kings looking to go quick here. And some great defending there from the Wings.
Good hold-up play from Carlos Fernandez. Great defending from Wichita to get the ball in, and now Wichita gets a couple new players in. Crafton subs. Here comes Peter Espinoza for Nathan Clark. Luke Dixon, we talked about his feet and the quality he has technically. Big prospect, still uncommitted in college right now, but this team being an amateur-based team allows us to really tap into that youth market and get guys that are still in college or coming out to develop, and we've got quite the Wichita Wings team, for those of you that haven't noticed, and we're not looking to replace guys. We're looking to continue to add to that roster. It's limited the way it is. So at this point, we're looking to call some players in, but really develop guys for a couple years out, and that's what you're seeing these young guys for. But with an amateur roster, now you're seeing this kid. I mean, he's a high-level prospect. Talked to some D1 schools, great grades, great. There's Cade Martin, same, almost gets a header flick in. Same situation. Cade's a junior, Luke's a senior, and both those guys they're top-class players.
Ball at the feet of the goalkeeper, Thompson. Again, Cade Martin putting on the pressure, and I like that. I think that Martin, when he's on the field, needs to be a pest to that back line and goalkeeper. Whenever they got the ball at their feet, he needs to run at him. Crafton flicks on, but nobody's there. It'll be picked up by Penn for the Kings. Penn will play the ball back. Now the ball at the feet of Rossi. Rossi and Espinoza, former teammates at Wichita Selection in the PASL. Shot is deflected off the feet of Espinoza. Penn comes running in, plays the ball out of bounds.
Big mistake from Eric Mendoza there, thinking he needs to utilize the walls because the walls are there. Really just needed to put his foot on the ball and find the goalkeeper's feet, and instead he tries to play him off the boards and gives an easy one to Omaha that was misplayed well over, and Wichita lucky that this isn't 1-3 right now.
Clark with the ball at his feet. Omaha content to sit back and defend. Now Cade Martin plays it back to Clark. Steigerwald on the near side, plays it into the corner. Dealt with by Omaha. A little bit of a mistouch there, but number 9, Jaffrey, keeps control for the Kings. Ball played in. Dixon keeps it with his feet, clears it out. Jaffrey now fighting for it, but Clark is going to win the ball first. Plays it back to the keeper, Dixon. The Wings will reset their attack. Just under 10 minutes left in the third. Again, a running clock in this tournament for the first 3 quarters. Normal stoppage rules will apply in the fourth.
Oh, unlucky for Cade. Comes in, player's already off balance, ball's already gone. He just gets a little bit of the player into the boards, and not enough for a 2-minute penalty, maybe not even enough for a foul typically, but referee in behind a couple players, sees the contact here as that player goes down and draws it, but Wichita was looking to counter there, had numbers going forward.
Wings win the ball here.
Omaha's really picked up their pressure. They're bringing the entire team into the half and into the high press, and you know, Wichita dealing with a little bit of that over the last couple of minutes, Zach, trying to sort out how they're going to get out of the back, and just a little antsy right now without the leadership of Taylor Parrott.
Shot from
I'm sorry, Aaron Parrott.
Yeah.
Taylor Parrott and Chad Parrott and Mom Parrott. Hey, there you go. Both your kids were mentioned. Taylor, also a goalkeeper, Aaron's brother, a
Yes.
great goalkeeper as well.
Yes.
I get caught up in that. To be honest, if I had to choose, I'm taking the dad. I know, Chad, I know you're probably about 44 at this point, but look, if you want to bump Aaron out of his roster spot and come out of retirement, we're open to it.
The Wichita Wings U50 squad that I will be trying out for in a few months.
Yep.
That'll be.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
need
we
a
get you on
keeper.
the U50. I think that's men's 5 or 6 U50 was where we were starting with that, wasn't it?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah. And look, folks, that's going to take place right here at Hartman Arena.
Yeah, running those triple headers with the M3 team.
Yeah, the M3 and Zach's U50s.
I might come out of retirement for that one. Otherwise, I'll be the coach. All right. Cade Martin trying to track that ball down on the far side corner. Kings do well to clear it out, but it'll be a top-of-the-arc restart here.
Here we are. Sign of the
timeout.
cross for those that can't see, right? We'll take this timeout, but can they use this timeout as an opportunity to organize this free kick and draw level?
That would certainly be the hope here with 7:32.
I believe this was an
the
official's timeout, was it
This is
not?
an official's timeout.
What a great time for an official's timeout on a top-of-the-arc restart. And, you know, being at that same position we talked about in the first half, can the coaches use halftime to organize them to get players in the right position? Right footers on the left side, left footer. Now you can come back right now with, say, a Peter Espinoza on the left and a Nathan Clark on the right and somebody else on the ball that maybe is comfortable delivering that ball. And can we just get a good look? The team's going to set up with 2 players on the wall and a 3rd player peeled off. They're going to help you decide. You don't have to run a certain play. They're going to tell you which side is available. Let's just simply start by laying that ball off to the open side and seeing if we can't put a ball on frame. Look, if you can't find the side of the net from there to shape it in, smash it a little bit, and let's see if it hits the back of the net.
It'll be interesting to see what Kyle Eno and the coaching staff draw up here. This is a game that's really been kind of all about set pieces. You know, there's been a lot of them. Omaha scored from one. You know, a couple of goals from the run of play, but a lot of set pieces in this one. It's important to take the time and get it right, especially when you have a squad. We were talking about this at halftime, off camera, but you know, this is a team that, you know, tryouts were Sunday and Monday, and first game is today. Although a lot of these players kind of knew they were coming in. Some first-team guys knew they were going to get minutes with the second team as they're, you know, coming back from injuries like Espinoza.
I agree, yeah. Look, it's Kevin Crafton needs to pull away just a little bit. He's a little bit too close, allowing number 11 to step. We're just a little bit too tight here. Oh, they popped out a little screen for Hunter. Cade ducked in, and Hunter, and he just misses it. But they had everything they wanted, him overlapping to get a look right there. And it was a good look. Maybe a little too much finesse, and he just forgot to get his foot around the ball and smack it as hard. But the run was great, everything but the contact on the ball. And there he does well to come back and clean this up. Better from Wichita, though. Look, we got the look we wanted. We didn't get the strike we wanted, but we did create the chance.
High pressure coming from the Kings now. Forces the mistake.
Yes,
Espinoza does a great job.
Nathan Clark with a big mistake there. Can you get in behind? Can you get in behind with Hunter? And mistake from Kevin Crafton now in the 3v3. So few mistakes in the back. One from Nathan that calls Peter Espinoza into action, and one there from Kevin Crafton that calls Nathan Clark into action. Wichita just needs to calm down. Can we get out and run when the time's right? Otherwise, possess this ball and relax. We don't need to turn it over in this part of the field. And there you see it again. And that one hits the boards, comes back, hits the back arm of Luke, and then back to the boards. And
Cade Martin with a chance now. It's off the keeper. Defenders
Everybody
can't get a touch
for
on
the
it.
ball.
Cleared out by the Kings. Cade Martin tracking back to defend this one. Approaching the 6-minute mark left in the third quarter.
Yeah, Cade got in behind, and he just doesn't have enough indoor experience. Instead of smacking that with no angle and hoping that it somehow goes through, the keeper was ready to commit. Would have been interesting to see if he could have pulled him and kind of Andy Chapman'd him off the boards there and just played it back and forth to himself, right? And just beat the keeper on a little wall pass.
Clark heading the ball forward. Cade Martin's trying to track it down.
He has. Ball to Eric Mendoza. Eric's wide. Cade's putting in a pretty good shift up there right now.
Absolutely. Now Nathan Clark, a little bit of pressure.
The guys are just getting tired and starting to dive in. You don't want to let Rossi have a run at this. Well
Dixon
defended.
does well to come out and get that ball. Nan now with the ball at his feet. Espinoza streaking in midfield.
Oh, Pete, they just don't need to turn that into a dribble fest. He did great to streak in there and find that pocket. Great first touch, lay the ball off, and we live to fight another day.
Drop toe hold there from Rossi in the midfield.
Kind of weird calling the game with him against you, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, not a fan of it because I like the guy.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
But he had to move to Omaha. There's a cheeseburger I like in Omaha.
Is there? What's that?
Farnham House.
All right. Well, let's
Maybe
make
the
sure.
best cheeseburger I've ever had.
It's $50 spot. You want to continue?
What's
I
that?
think we got a sponsorship
Oh,
here. We
yeah.
got a big endorsement from Zach Light. That was $50 easy. What's the name again?
Farnham House Brewery.
Farnham House Brewery.
Downtown Omaha.
In downtown Omaha. If you are not currently sponsoring the Omaha Kings, look, I think you have to now. This just got put in on the broadcast.
First one's free.
There you go.
Always is.
That was a freebie.
Here we go now. Approaching 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Winks trying to pull one back.
Great ball from Mendoza to Nom. Can Andy get a little skill in? I really liked it. I like a great strike from Andy.
It was a great strike.
You haven't seen it yet, but he's so technical. I believe he's one of the better 1v1 players in town. I would love to see him right there. He's coming off, we talked about a little bit of an injury. Good save from Nathan Clark.
And clearance as well.
And yeah, clearance is great. But I'd like to see Andy try a little skill and get back to his right foot in that 1v1 and come back to the side where he has a little bit more options. He's capable of it for sure.
Dixon makes the save.
Well done.
Yeah,
and Luke, a little physicality from the 17-year-old comes out.
And he needed to be physical.
He needed to be physical in that moment, and he does. And Omaha not happy about it. Rightfully so. There was a bit of a two-hand push. It wasn't an assault by any means, but it was enough to knock him off of having a free chance to play that ball. And keep in mind, regardless of the age of the goalkeeper, you are in the box. He's going to give you a little bump.
Shot comes in, saved by Dixon. Now Dixon fighting for it. Clark makes the step.
Mistake there for Dixon to run out of the box and not just stay big. But the defense does well to collect it. Wichita's reeling right now. Really needed that shot to go out and out of bounds and give everybody a break.
Approaching 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. No score so far in the third quarter. Kings holding on to a 1-goal lead. Dixon will restart this to Espinoza here on the near side. Stegerwald back to Espinoza.
I think, Zach, this was great. Well, we didn't need that ball. It was a good ball, but they were shifting side to side. You were making that target man run. It's still 2-1, down a goal. We've asked, we talked about, can Wichita keep them on the field? Can they shift them side to side? Look, when you're shifting them side to side and you have possession, they're not subbing. They're running back and forth, 80 foot, 80 foot, 80 foot. Let's continue to burn through some of these legs, not give them the opportunity like here to sub. And that was a chance for Wichita to keep them on the field. Maybe not for the rest of the 2 minutes of the quarter, but for a significant shift at that point. That's going to be over.
Yeah, unfortunately, that ball.
They're just getting a little impatient, forcing it forward. Definitely need the leadership from Peter Espinoza right there. Everybody on the other team is inside that third of the field. Can Peter just hold the ball, bring Luke back in, see if we can pull them out? Again, keep them on the field.
So the restart now from the goalkeeper, Kyle Thompson. Finds the man on the brace tonight, number 7 for the Kings. So plays it back to his goalkeeper. Espinoza coming with the pressure now and forces the mistake from the goalkeeper. Here comes the shot. Not enough on it. But Espinoza plays it back out from the corner. That falls to the feet of the Kings. Just under a minute left. Kings looking to go quick here, but the ball is out of bounds. It'll be a restart on the far side for Omaha.
Looking over there, look at the coaching staff that Roger Downing assembled for his development team. He's over there pointing and giving directions. This is trouble.
Tomas Rossi
Great
lays it
block
off.
from Crafton.
Yeah, fantastic effort there. Under 30 seconds left.
You look over and you got Stephen Hammerski obviously helping the keepers, helping the team. Something he wanted to add to his resume. But you've got Kyle Eno, you got Greg Eno, you got Stephen Hammerski, in addition to the Aaron Parrott and Nathan Clark and some of these veterans that Peter Espinoza there to help them.
It's a great group of guys to learn from as we wind down the third quarter here at Hartman Arena in Wichita, Kansas. That'll do it. 15 minutes of action left in this one. We'll be back with you in 90 seconds.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter, like figuring out which remote turns the TV on. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
As a design-build general contractor, Evans Building Company has completed new construction, building retrofit, and remodeling services for commercial clients across the Wichita metro area for more than 50 years. The Evans team takes pride in delivering attractive, unique buildings for a variety of industries, from manufacturing and industrial to retail or religious organizations. Give us a call or visit our website to learn more about our services and why we are the team to build with.
And back from break, we are sitting at the fourth quarter now from Hartman Arena. In Wichita, Kansas. Fourth quarter timing rules are in effect. Normal stoppages for those of you who are familiar with MASL and MASL2 action. And it's still a tight one with the Omaha Kings only up by a goal. It's 2-1. Wichita Wings 2. Their coach, Kyle Eno, trying to sort things out, figure out how to get this game and get a lead going. Blake's, what's it going to take for this Wings 2 side to get the win in their debut match?
You know, I'm actually really optimistic about it right now, not just because it's a close game and I'm a Wings fan, right? But ultimately, this is a young team, and we talked about the age of some of these guys and with no indoor experience, and you come out and you see the sheer size and physicality of this Omaha team, which is a very, very big team compared to what the Wings are putting on the pitch today. And knowing the experience level that they have and what their ambitions are to go into the MASL2, and they're looking to try to make those moves and do that in the coming years, as early as next year maybe. So to see that, I think we were probably a bit intimidated and expected a different outcome. And to be in this game, you've seen the confidence grow in some of these players. So as long as there's no major mistake that opens the door for Omaha, I really feel like the guys are going to get the leveling goal and have a chance to take this game at some point. I think keep probing forward, get out and run, be confident, take players on in the offensive third of the field and see what happens.
So 15 minutes left in this one. The Kings up by a goal. They're on the attack. Some great speed there. Shot's going to come in. Dixon makes the kick save. The deflected shot goes high. The Kings will reset their attack.
I feel like the press has been useful, so when we talk about getting out and running,
that ball is
that ball's hit back to the city of Park City's offices there, and if you guys find that, we're going to need it back. I know you're closed on the weekend, but if you find that ball, We need him back.
We got games tomorrow.
We're still waiting on Brian Farber and the new guys at the league there that partnered with the league for their new balls. So we're waiting on 120 soccer balls and these old 6 miter balls, which I shouldn't even say. I think that deal's dead. For the Wings, we're fine using the Hummel ball, if I can plug Hummel for a second.
Yeah,
we're absolutely fine
of the
with
team.
They're a huge sponsor for us.
I'm wearing the hoodie right
fantastic.
now. Fantastic.
I'm Hummel head to toe right now. Oh, Pete. So Peter Espinoza is going to want that one back. We really wanted it on his right foot, but maybe needed the left or take a little bit off. Lalo Durath out and running. I was joking with Lalo earlier as you yawn. Lalo that he was yawning on the field, and I said he needed a Snickers. That's also free for Snickers right now. But we were joking that he needed one because, look, this kid runs a 4-minute and 53-second mile.
Wow.
His second mile is typically still around 5.5 minutes. He's an absolute burner and can run for days. We need that energy in the fourth quarter. I think a guy like Lalo can really change this game.
Yellow line restart here for the Wings. It's going to be Nam standing over it.
Andy's a good player to be over this ball. He's very technical. Goal!
Wow!
Well done from Andy Nam. Goal in Wichita's level. And he's one of the guys we talked about early on. Let's go to the replay.
Yeah, let's just check the replay on this one real quick. Well, the replay's not working.
All right, well.
But wow, yeah, fantastic
it.
blast.
So Andy played for me as a coach in the FC Wichita Academy a couple years ago, and he would joke that he didn't want to be on these free kicks. And you'd get into training, and you were like, man, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You're world class. Like, you find the little gaps. He has this nasty knuckleball. Such a good player. And what he did was they know we want to play that wider ball. They gave him a little gap. And, look, Andy's a great guy to be on that ball. And here we are, level, and the confidence level rising.
13-16 left in the fourth quarter.
Uh-oh. Here comes Crafton releasing. They just couldn't find him, but Crafton releasing down the side, and would have been a run out for Wichita. This is what you want to press. This has been the best time to press is when their goalkeeper has the ball. Definitely something that Wichita needs to look to take advantage of, putting their goalkeeper under pressure, especially when he still has the 3 lines to contend with.
Dixon looking for the long throw there. Unfortunately, no one can get on the end of it. The Kings back on the attack. Ball played off the wall. Fall to Crafton, who will clear it out.
Uh-oh. Can he get a touch? Brandon's
He
in.
can.
Lalo's running with him. One more from Lalo. Nope. Brandon took off. Lalo just has to flick it. No.
Yeah, that's...
I know that he ran into him, but Brandon was standing there for 3 seconds.
Yeah,
the keeper misplays the ball at the edge of the box and dives into that challenge. It's a no call, absolutely. You want to protect the keeper if that's why we're stopping it, but that's not a foul. That said, Brandon, again with the run out, finds Lalo. Lalo's out in front. Brandon needs to continue with the youthfulness, that pace, and rejoin. That's a tap in on the back post, but he plays and disappears, and Wichita's going to have to figure those out because those are times we have to get a tap in on the back post on those 2v1s.
Crafton heads the ball. He was looking maybe for Espinoza making the run, but falls to the Kings.
Omaha hasn't necessarily been calm and technical and under control perfect throughout this game. Maybe not quite as sharp early in the season as we thought we would get from them. That said, after that second goal from Wichita, they've looked awfully nervous, and it's changed a little bit, and Wichita's starting to look more and more confident.
The shot from 77 there was deflected, and
here's where you see Lalo's speed as he flies back. Makes the mistake but flies back in, and he gave up 10 yards, and you saw him come all the way back and collect that. And here it's going to come again. If not a foul there, that's a great foul, because if not, he's through. And it looks like it's a 2-minute penalty impeding the play where he was going to be through, and Wichita's now going to have a man advantage. Can these guys capitalize on a power play?
Well, it looks like Tomas Rossi for the Omaha Kings is a little banged up after that exchange with Lalo.
Yeah, Lalo's got a bit of nastiness to his play. Not nasty like I'm going to hurt you, but nasty like I'm going to frustrate you. I'm not going to quit. He has absolutely zero quit in him. Love the kid to death. I'll tell you, he runs for days, and there maybe is nobody with more passion to play this game on the field right now. So great job. Great timeout for Kyleino and Roger Downing to call this timeout. come back to the guys, say this is what we want to accomplish, make sure you have the right personnel, explain to them the positions, and see if Wichita can't take the lead right now.
11 minutes and 11 seconds left in the match. It's a 2-minute penalty. We'll see who's going to the box here for the Kings as the coaching staff of the Kings are on the field having a word with the official.
Yeah, they're arguing about whether or not that should have been a 2-minute penalty there, and I, you know, maybe rightfully so. I'm not over there. It didn't look like there was a lot in it. I think it was the fact that it was an intentional foul to stop a breakaway, knowing that Lalo was getting ready to get through. It was at midfield. It was one of the last defenders. He had pushed the ball by, and now you're obstructing him, but you didn't just obstruct him with general obstruction, you also put him into the boards, and it was in a dangerous position where the plexiglass and all that. So I think it was probably a numerous things, but ultimately, look, it was the right foul to make from Penn, no doubt about it. You can't let the ball went by, the player can't join right there, especially at that stage in the game where they were nervous, and that this moment was probing for Wichita. Omaha was nervous. They were making bad decisions. They tried to get a run out. Lalo caught him, came back, and it was a retaliation to the physicality from Lalo. So, you know, that's the kind of thing that happens. So let's see if they can get him organized. You've got Cade Martin on the ball. Looks like Cade's going to be the point guy. Major mistake from Nathan Clark, though. And he just needs to calm down, go back through the keeper. Nathan short foots that thing. Cade needs to come back out and play and not worry about playing in the gap. They're extended, so you need to turn and go at them while they're pulled all the way out. Omaha's penalty kill shape is not great, but it's confused Wichita, and with the higher pressure, and Wichita needs to just calm down here.
It's number 2, Morgan Penn, serving the penalty.
They're on a power play, and there's been 0 possession. And it started with they tried to come out and do the right thing. Bad pass from Nathan Clark, and it wrecked us, right? So now, can they just get back into this play? You can see they're playing a mid-block on a power play, which means the space is in here behind. You're just looking to get deep in the corners and decide if they want to leave big gaps in the middle. If they do, great, check the middle.
Espinosa's looking for that space right now. Nam looking for an option. Cade Martin back at midfield. Espinosa tries to have a shot, and it goes high. 46 seconds left.
We want the boys to stay up right here and press this. He can throw it 3 lines, but we haven't seen that out of his arm, so you want to stay up and press all these guys. Don't let anyone run behind you, but can this first ball be a header back to Luke, or a header would be good. And Luke has to come out and make a big save because Cade Martin tries to head the ball back. It's not good enough. Dixon makes a save, 3v3 the other way, and Espinosa turns it into a 3v2. Touch, Hunter.
Dealt with by the defender.
We've just sped this up. The boys are just young. They are inexperienced. They've sped this power play up. You've got guys on there. Look how close Nathan is standing to Brandon. There's nobody in the corner. It's just a lack of experience in this situation. They haven't got more than one good look, really.
Penalties expired. You certainly like the timeout there to, hey, let's sort out what the power play is going to be like. But when it doesn't go to plan from the very first touch of the ball at the start of the power play, everybody kind of gets frazzled, and the plan goes out the window really quick. And that's just going to come from the fact that, you know, these guys haven't played a lot of power play, soccer at this point. As Dixon is playing up. Ball laid off to Clark. 8:35 left in the fourth quarter, still all tied at 2.
I'd like to see Clark get to that left foot from over here. Well done from Nathan. Just calm down, Brandon, here. Can we get the little 1v1? He's done it. Off the boards. A touch.
There it is.
Cade Martin. Cade Martin gets the tap in, puts Wichita 1v1 from Brandon. Gets a ball misplayed off the boards from the keeper. Cade Martin toe pokes that home, and from center back to center forward, and now the 16-year-old kid has put Wichita up 3-2.
Absolutely fantastic there from Cade. And now we'll see for the next 7 minutes and 50. This should be a stoppage on the clock in the
Yeah,
arena.
they should have the clock stopped at this point. We need to make sure that they're doing that. That only killed about 5 seconds there, but we'll make sure we message them.
7:39 left in the game. Wings 2 take their first lead, 3-2. The Kings looking to respond. Fantastic effort defensively by the Wings, diving to block those shots, but now Dixon having to come out, make a challenge.
Wichita really needs to get out of this sequence, and they don't.
No.
They were reeling. It's the most dangerous time after you score a goal, and you can see what that means to Omaha. They're jacked up. That was a big goal for them. They started to doubt that they were going to be able to pull through that. Didn't get anything out of the third quarter. Were nervous as can be after that Andy Nom free kick goal. Then this one. But Wichita really didn't have the organization.
6:45 left in the fourth quarter. Clark. And that ball given away. The Kings are back on the attack, but Clark wins it back. And let's...
I don't know who they is. Who's that? They don't make the rules. Stop the fucking
So here we go. We are... Ball played forward now. Nam's tracking that ball down. Kevin Crafton tracking back to win that one. And with 6:05 left in the fourth quarter.
So I just got word from the press box that 5 seconds. Hopefully we don't end up needing that 5 seconds back, or either team for that matter. But it's gone for good and it's level right now, so we'll stop talking about it after that. But the problem was the referees were telling them not to stop it and to run it. Referees don't make the rules. They follow the rules and uphold them. The rules of this tournament is that the clock stops on everything in the fourth quarter.
That is correct. Shot comes in. Keeper makes the save. Bobbles around a little bit.
Get up and press here a little bit.
Absolutely. That's the key, is to put some pressures on the defenders and especially the goalkeeper when the ball is in his hands or on his feet.
Nathan Clark gets tripped. Unfortunately, referee says they got tangled up incidentally. Lets them play. Starts a 1v1. And can Wichita get out of this? It looks like they have. Now, again, sitting too deep in this low block, and that's really what caused a problem on the last sequence. You got guys running all over the place. You just saw Nathan there. Is something right in front of the keeper that wasn't even dangerous. Our left back's running over in front of the goalkeeper and ends up on the right side with the midfielder forward for Omaha wide open if that ball falls to him. We just need to get organized here in a second. So maybe if there's any timeouts left, do the Wings have any more timeouts? I believe they may have
I believe they do.
one timeout left, and if they do, it's maybe not a bad opportunity to use that timeout and get these guys under control here in the last 4 minutes and 50 seconds now of the game.
Dixon playing up. Looking for options. And a mistake there from Dixon. He's streaking back, and a fantastic
What a
effort.
save. They're going to give him they're going to call a 2-minute penalty against the keeper, and that's probably going to be a shootout or a penalty kick. I'd say probably a shootout.
That's what the bench for the Kings is saying. Referee's trying to sort out.
Well, it's clearly a shootout. He started to foul him outside. They let it play. If they give him a penalty kick, they're saying that the foul was inside the box, not the first foul. You gave him a delayed 2-minute penalty because the foul are between the yellow line and the circle. Now, okay, there's a 2-minute penalty, and there's a shootout. If the shootout scores, then the penalty expires. Otherwise, they go into a power play. This will be the second night in the row the referees made a major mistake and impacted a game in the last seconds. Brian Otten is down there in the box right now, knows better than this. Troy Manzi was there yesterday. You can't call the second, third foul. It's a 2-minute penalty from the time they called it, which then should be a delayed penalty. It's a shootout and a penalty, so that's fine.
So here's the penalty.
What do you want? You put the ball 5 feet in front of the guy, and he just smacks it as hard as he can. It was a mistake by Luke Dixon, and it should have been a power play like it was. It should be a 2-minute penalty in my opinion, and it certainly should have been a shootout. The shootout is for the last man back. The penalty is awarded when the foul that's committed that the 2-minute is awarded on happens inside the box, right? So major mistake from Luke Dixon there. But, yeah, the referees still, again, at this level, we're trying to get guys on the floor to learn it. Brian Otten is a guy that's on the floor that was part of that crew last night that you saw cost the Wichita Wings a massive moment. The game winner comes on a ball that goes 3 lines. Brian Bauer and Brian Otten, everybody's got their hands in the air. Brian Bauer, standing even with the line, doesn't think the ball goes past the yellow line. They play on. Stephen Hammerski then commits a foul. It's a 2-minute penalty. Game-winning goal to Freddie Mujian. Should have never happened. And now we see this. Can Wichita come back now down by 2 or down by 1 with reeling from 2 goals?
An opportunity here. Cade Martin, ball off the wall. Popped up from the Kings defender. Martin tries to win it. No foul awarded. The tackle
and
reset here.
You see behind the play, you got number 11 from Omaha and Kevin Crafton. Kevin standing in there trying to post up, taking little closed fist shivers and smacks from number 11. So the game's getting pretty intense here at the end, and Omaha certainly wants to win.
3 minutes 50 seconds left in this one. Ball played to the far side.
Yeah,
Peter Espinoza.
Can the guys calm down and continue to? Keeper hasn't judged one ball well off the boards or anything in behind. Can Wichita just not get into these 2v4s? You just saw Cade trying to turn and shoot against that. Let's get numbers here. Let's try to create the 2v1. See if we can play within our wheelhouse. These second chance balls like that one, they haven't judged well. But Peter doesn't just need to come up and try to put a ball off the boards, right? Don't just. Oh, they're not going to their pocket with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, and they're calling that a 2-minute penalty. Hunter Salinas is going to go to the box for 2 minutes for tripping from Wichita. More communication from an Omaha player and a referee to justify what the call is. Well, look, it's a tripping foul and a 2-minute penalty. Not sure what more you want than that. But so now Omaha's up. We're having this last 5 minutes woes in Wichita over the last. I'm probably not a good guy because it hasn't been 24 hours since the bad call from Dallas Sidekicks Wings game last night in the Central Cup. Probably not the greatest guy to be on the broadcast and see some of these mistakes, but was that a 2-minute? Maybe. It's just difficult that they start to impact the end of the games.
3 minutes, 9 seconds left in this one, and the score comes in. Another one for the Kings as they are beginning to pull away. It's 5-3 with 3 minutes, 7 seconds left.
Yeah,
that'll end the penalty.
You pay for those moments, and that's what this young team is figuring out. Luke Dixon made a mistake in the back on the feet when the Wings were tied at that point, made a mistake, put him down 1. And now Hunter Salinas probably doesn't need to commit that foul at midfield, commits the foul, 2-minute penalty awarded, and now, to sit back deep and keeper screened, and there you go. Let's see if Dixon can recover here, though, and how he responds for the rest of this game and then again tomorrow. Even Nathan there playing just a bit slow. Just the guys, the movement isn't there. Maybe it's a fitness thing. Maybe they're conceding a little bit of this because they were on a high at 3-2, but need to pick up the pace. This is indoor. Anything can happen.
Don't forget, we will be back at noon tomorrow here on the Wichita Wings Facebook page with the Wichita Wings 2 taking on Sunflower FC from Kansas City. That is a noon kickoff.
Another dangerous ball offered from the defense back to Dixon where he has to play a ball under. Can you get a ball across from Clark? Maybe a shot. Ball slipped to the backside. Lalo Durath.
Lalo plays it back.
That's good. Like to see him calming down just a little bit. Like to see Nathan try to get on the stat sheet. Ball falls to the feet of Clark. That's fine. 2
Check
minutes
back.
still. Let's see if they decide to go sixth attacker, if they send Luke forward. Haven't made that decision yet. I don't know that they're ready for a sixth attacker. They're still unorganized on free kicks to try to throw somebody in, but Dixon's good enough with his feet typically, receives the ball well enough. Maybe you push him into the attack.
Ball going into the far corner now. Fall to Clark. That ball get headed back to Dixon. Minute 50 left in this one.
Yeah, Wichita's going to have to pick it up. They don't have time to slow walk this ball up the field. Need to start moving, move off the ball a little bit more. Can we find the target? It's not a one-goal game, and there's another mistake from a young player in the back. Lalo Durath gives the ball away there. Not a foul, boys. You don't need to foul and let them get numbers forward. Great strike.
Shot goes wide. Falls to the Kings. Great step there. Lalo trying to win the ball back. Kings quick to pounce on defense.
Minute 20, got to get the ball forward here. Got to speed it up. Got to speed it up, Nathan.
Yeah, 2 goals in
Gotta
70
speed it
seconds.
up, guys. We
There's
gotta
no time-
speed it up.
You have no time to play it back.
Hey, they're just playing side to side, killing 30
knows-
seconds.
Espinoza knows that and gets it into the near corner here. Flick on. Keeper wins it. Down
Unlucky.
to 54 seconds left in this one.
Another
Espinoza
run
tracking
out.
back. Flick on is over the boards, and with 49 seconds left, it'll be a goalkeeper restart here for
Yeah,
the
this
Wings
is
2.
this is a pretty tough ask right here. 49 seconds down by 2. Omaha defending really well
Yeah,
at the end of this game.
Have to move very, very quick, and here's the long ball for Cade Martin. Flicked off his head and into the hands of the goalkeeper, Thompson. Ball played forward, picked off by Nam. Now the Wings tracking back to defend. Cade Martin trying to win that ball, 26 seconds left.
A great interception from Brandon. Wichita's just left a lot of chances on the table, Zach, and not just that. When they did have the lead, they found themselves at 3-2 up in the fourth quarter late and really weren't sure what to do with it at that point. Made a quick mistake. Omaha decided they didn't want to go away, came back and scored, and then it was a gut punch to Wichita. They never recovered from that equalizer at 3-3. Made 2 big mistakes. Luke Dixon giving the ball away in the back to give away the go-ahead goal, and then the foul from Hunter Salinas that gave them the 2-minute penalty. That then they're just young mistakes, and they'll get there. We'll see them tomorrow.
That's going to do it for the first match of the MASL 3 Heartland Arena Invitational as the Omaha Kings defeat the Wichita Wings 2 5-3. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow, a noon kickoff between the Wichita Wings 2 and Sunflower FC. You can also see the Wichita Wings compete in the MASL Central Cup tomorrow night, a 6:05 kickoff against the Kansas City Comets. That is available via Facebook pay-per-view. You can go to the Major Arena Soccer League's Facebook page for more information. For Blake Shoemaker, my name is Zach Light. We will see you guys tomorrow at noon.